Imagine waking up with a sense of clarity and purpose, feeling empowered to make decisions that set you apart in a world that often values conformity. Picture yourself navigating life's complex relationships and power dynamics with a confidence that comes from understanding what truly makes leaders stand out. Today, we're diving into the timeless wisdom of Niccolò Machiavelli, a thinker whose insights into human nature, leadership, and strategy continue to resonate centuries later. By the end of our journey together, you'll have the tools to embrace your potential as a leader and transform how you engage with the world. The final insight might just change your approach to power and influence forever. Let's begin by exploring why Machiavelli remains a relevant figure in discussions about leadership and personal empowerment. Often misunderstood as merely advocating deceit and manipulation, Machiavelli's teachings in The Prince actually reveal deeper truths about human behavior and the realities of power. His insights aren't about cruelty, but about understanding the game of life and playing it wisely. Consider the concept of perception shaping reality. Machiavelli famously noted that it's not just what you do, but how others perceive your actions that determines your influence. Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand, he wrote, highlighting the importance of image in leadership. This doesn't mean being inauthentic. Rather, it's about aligning your outward presentation with your inner strengths and intentions. Think of a leader you admire. Is it their loudness or title that commands respect? Or is it how they carry themselves with a sense of purpose and confidence? Machiavelli believed that cultivating such a presence isn't deceitful, it's essential. Leaders who understand this balance authenticity with strategy, projecting an image that inspires confidence and respect. So, how do you create this perception? It starts with deep self-awareness. Know your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and embrace your unique qualities. Like a wolf that doesn't apologize for its instincts, embrace your traits and let them guide you. Self-awareness allows you to project an image that's both authentic and strategic. Machiavelli also emphasized adaptability, arguing that those who succeed aren't rigid in their approach, but flexible and attuned to the changing tides of fortune. He who adapts his policy to the times prospers, he asserted. Imagine you're at work, aiming for a promotion. It's not enough to simply do your job well. You must also demonstrate leadership qualities, showing you're someone who can inspire and lead others through change. In life, adaptability means being aware of your environment and adjusting your strategies accordingly. A wolf knows when to hunt, when to retreat, and when to observe. It's about understanding the importance of timing and action. Machiavelli wrote, "The wise man does at once what the fool does finally," suggesting that waiting too long or hesitating in the face of opportunity can be the difference between success and failure. This brings us to a critical question. In what areas of your life are you holding back? Waiting for the perfect moment? How can you take bold action today to begin shaping the reality you desire? Reflect on how Machiavelli's idea of seizing the moment applies to your personal journey. Another key aspect of Machiavelli's philosophy is the balance of fear and respect. He famously argued, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." This statement is often misunderstood. It's not about instilling terror, but about commanding respect and ensuring that others take you seriously. When people see you as someone who can't be easily manipulated, they're more likely to respect your boundaries. Think about the perception you currently project. Are you seen as a leader, decisive and bold, or do you blend into the background, hesitant to stand out? Remember, perception isn't about pretending to be something you're not. It's about aligning your outward image with your inner strength. Let's delve deeper into Machiavelli's strategy for thriving in a world that tests your resolve. True leadership and personal power go beyond appearances. They require action rooted in deliberate strategy. In an unpredictable world, those who succeed aren't simply the strongest or the most intelligent, but those willing to take calculated risks. Machiavelli famously wrote, "Fortune is a woman, and if you wish to master her, you must strike and beat her." While the metaphor may sound aggressive, its essence is clear. Life rewards those who take decisive action and refuse to wait passively for opportunities to come knocking. Calculated risks separate leaders from followers. Consider a moment when you hesitated to act, fearing failure or rejection. Perhaps it was an opportunity to start a new career, pursue a relationship, or speak up for yourself. How might your life have been different if you'd acted boldly? Machiavelli reminds us that the risk of inaction often outweighs the risks of failure. Even a failed attempt can teach valuable lessons, while hesitation leaves you stagnant. But boldness alone isn't enough. Machiavelli stressed the importance of building alliances. No leader thrives in isolation. Your success often depends on the relationships you cultivate. Machiavelli advised rulers to surround themselves with wise counselors and loyal supporters, emphasizing that trust and mutual benefit are the cornerstones of enduring alliances. Reflect on the people you choose to keep close. Are they individuals who uplift and support your growth, or do they drain your energy? Meaningful relationships challenge you to grow while sharing in your victories and setbacks. Just as a wolf's strength lies in its pack, your strength lies in your network of individuals who align with your vision and values. Another critical aspect of Machiavelli's teachings is maintaining focus. A wolf doesn't chase every rabbit it sees. It chooses its prey carefully and strikes with precision. In life, this translates to setting clear goals and resisting distractions. Machiavelli warned against complacency and losing sight of objectives. Discipline and determination are essential for maintaining influence. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, endless to-do lists, external pressures. To embrace the mindset of a leader, you must learn to prioritize and stay true to your vision. Ask yourself, what are your 3 most important goals right now? Are your daily actions aligned with achieving those goals? Or are you letting trivial matters consume your energy? Machiavelli also spoke about facing challenges head-on. The lion cannot protect itself from traps, and the fox cannot defend itself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves. This duality, cunning like a fox and strong like a lion, allows leaders to navigate a complex and often hostile world. Being cunning like the fox means developing emotional intelligence and strategic thinking. It means recognizing when to be subtle and when to be direct, when to speak and when to remain silent. Strength like the lion involves cultivating resilience and courage. Life will inevitably throw obstacles in your path, but a true leader doesn't cower. They learn, adapt, and grow stronger with every challenge. Consider how this duality applies to your life. Are you leaning too heavily on one side, perhaps overly cautious like the fox or too brash like the lion? How can you find balance and embody both qualities to achieve your goals? As we close this section, think about the actions you can take today to begin shifting your mindset and behavior. Where can you take a calculated risk? What relationships can you strengthen or redefine? What distractions can you eliminate to stay focused on your goals? Now let's explore the deeper emotional and psychological aspects of leadership and resilience. Mastery over the internal world is crucial for true leadership. Machiavelli understood that external strategies must be complemented by inner strength. The wolf thrives not because it is free from fear, but because it has learned to master that fear, channeling it into focus and determination. Machiavelli's insights into emotional control are profound. He noted that a ruler or anyone in a position of influence must remain composed even in the face of adversity. A prince is also esteemed when he is a true friend and a true enemy, he wrote, highlighting the importance of managing emotions and understanding when to act with warmth and when to act with firmness. Think of the last time you allowed anger, fear, or doubt to dictate your actions. Did it help you achieve your goals, or did it cloud your judgment? A true leader doesn't act impulsively. They observe, plan, and strike at the right moment. This level of control begins with self-awareness, understanding your emotional triggers, and learning to respond rather than react. Machiavelli also emphasized patience. Timing is often the deciding factor between success and failure. A wolf knows when to be still and wait, conserving energy for the perfect opportunity. In life, patience doesn't mean passivity. It means preparing and positioning yourself so that when the right moment arises, you're ready to act with precision and confidence. But emotional mastery isn't just about patience or control. It's also about perseverance. Machiavelli believed that setbacks and failures are inevitable, but what defines a leader is the ability to rise again. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles, he observed. Your resilience, your ability to persist in the face of difficulty, defines your strength more than any external achievement. To embody this resilience, You must reframe challenges as opportunities for growth. When you face rejection, disappointment, or failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? The wolf doesn't see failure as the end. It sees it as a chance to adapt and grow. Another key aspect of Machiavelli's philosophy is maintaining influence over others. Leadership is about inspiration and guidance, not domination. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him, he wrote. Your influence grows when you uplift others, recognize their strengths, and align their goals with your vision. To build influence, consider how you communicate. Are your words clear, confident, and purposeful? Do you listen as much as you speak? Machiavelli believed that effective leaders are also great communicators, capable of inspiring loyalty and trust. The wolf doesn't roar like the lion, but its presence commands respect. Influence also requires consistency. People are drawn to leaders who are steady, reliable, and true to their principles. Machiavelli warned against inconsistency, as it erodes trust and weakens authority. In your own life, think about how you can embody consistency not only in your actions, but also in your values and decisions. As we delve deeper into the emotional and psychological dimensions of leadership, let's not forget courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. Machiavelli argued that leaders must take bold actions even in uncertain circumstances. Never was anything great achieved without danger, he wrote, reminding us that greatness requires stepping into the unknown and facing challenges head-on. So, how do you cultivate this courage? Start by embracing discomfort. The wolf doesn't avoid the harshness of the wild. It thrives in it. Seek opportunities to step out of your comfort zone, whether by learning a new skill, confronting a difficult situation, or pursuing a long-held dream. Each act of courage strengthens your resilience and brings you closer to your goals. As this section concludes, reflect on how you can begin to master your inner world. How can you gain greater control over your emotions, channeling them into clarity and focus? What setbacks in your life can you reframe as opportunities for growth? And how can you inspire and lead others through consistency, communication, and courage? Now, let's bring all these elements together and explore how to fully embody the mindset of a leader in every area of life. We'll uncover the final and most transformative lesson from Machiavelli's teachings, a principle that can forever change how you approach challenges and opportunities. The journey to becoming a true leader and influencer reaches its pinnacle with one final profound principle: the power of taking full ownership of your life. Machiavelli believed that true strength comes from understanding that no external force, no circumstance, no individual, no stroke of fortune has ultimate authority over your destiny. Each man is the artisan of his own fortune, he famously declared. This principle encapsulates the essence of his philosophy and the mindset of the leader: self-reliance, accountability, and unrelenting determination. To fully embody this mindset, you must first let go of the illusion of control over everything around you. Machiavelli acknowledged that luck and external factors play a role in life's outcomes. However, he argued that it is within your power to respond, adapt, and shape these circumstances to your advantage. The wolf doesn't lament the cold or curse the storm. It finds shelter, adjusts its strategy, and continues to move forward. This principle begins with accountability. To take ownership of your life, you must stop blaming others or external factors for your failures. Machiavelli saw excuses as a refuge of the weak, those unwilling to confront their own shortcomings or take responsibility for their choices. The wolf, in contrast, takes responsibility for every decision, every action, and every outcome. It understands that while it cannot control the environment, it can control its response to it. Think about a challenge you faced recently. Did you approach it with a sense of ownership, or did you allow frustration or blame to cloud your judgment? To take ownership means asking yourself, what can I do to change the situation? How can I adapt and overcome? This mindset not only empowers you, but also builds resilience and confidence. Another critical aspect of this principle is self-reliance. Machiavelli warned against dependence on others, whether for approval, guidance, or security. A wise prince ought to rely on what is his own, not on what is another's, he wrote. This doesn't mean isolating yourself or rejecting help, but rather cultivating the skills, knowledge, and inner strength to stand firm when others cannot support you. Self-reliance requires constant growth. The wolf is always learning, sharpening its instincts and preparing for the next challenge. In your life, this means investing in yourself, whether through education, personal development, or building skills that enhance your independence. Ask yourself, in what areas of my life am I too dependent on others? How can I take steps to become more self-sufficient? Machiavelli's final lesson also emphasizes the importance of clarity and focus on your ultimate goals. He argued that leaders must not only have a vision, but also the resolve to pursue it relentlessly. The ends justify the means, he famously wrote, a statement often misunderstood. Machiavelli didn't advocate for unethical behavior, but rather for unwavering commitment to one's purpose, even in the face of obstacles or difficult decisions. To embody this principle, you must define your vision clearly. What do you truly want in life? What are your long-term goals? And what steps are necessary to achieve them? The wolf doesn't wander aimlessly. It moves with purpose, driven by a clear understanding of its needs and desires. Once your vision is clear, commit to it with unwavering focus. But this clarity also requires the ability to let go of what no longer serves you. Machiavelli observed that clinging to outdated strategies or alliances often leads to downfall. The wolf knows when to release what is no longer beneficial, whether it's a territory, a relationship, or an approach that has outlived its usefulness. In your life, consider what habits, beliefs, or connections you may need to release to move forward. Finally, Machiavelli taught that embracing uncertainty is essential to greatness. Fortune changes, but she still keeps the same nature, he wrote. Life is unpredictable, but the wolf thrives in uncertainty because it sees change not as a threat, but as an opportunity. To fully embrace the mindset of a leader, you must develop the courage to step into the unknown, trusting in your ability to adapt and grow. As we conclude this journey, reflect on the lessons we've uncovered, from mastering perception and adaptability to cultivating emotional control, building influence, and taking full ownership of your life. These principles form a foundation of true leadership and personal power. Machiavelli's teachings remind us that greatness is not reserved for the chosen few. It is within reach for anyone willing to rise above fear, embrace resilience, and take deliberate action. Now I leave you with one final question. Are you ready to awaken the leader within you? The choice is yours and the time is now. Take ownership, act with purpose, and lead with strength. In doing so, you will not only navigate the complexities of life with confidence, but also inspire others to rise alongside you. The leader thrives because they dare to lead, to adapt, and to persevere. So too can you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. What resonated with you from Machiavelli's teachings? How have you applied these principles in your own life? If you found value in this exploration, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the Wisdom of Human Nature for more insights into the complexities of human behavior and leadership. Remember, the power to shape your destiny lies within you. Embrace it and lead with courage.